morning, friends. Today I'm not working, so I was going to help a friend out in her groom shop with some dog grooming, but she's ill, so I'm going to work on my beds here. Today we are going to be transplanting marigolds. We're going to clean up all the flagstones down here and get those two little trees on the end planted into planters. I did get some peppers planted this morning, a little earlier. I've got this pepper pack snack assortment. I'm not sure, it's a sweet cherry, jingle bell, golden treasure, and baby chocolate. So I'm not sure how they're going to, which plant is which. It just says assortment, so I know I should have one of each, but since they don't identify, we're going to guess. And yes, I got marigolds coming up here too. They've really been reseeding themselves amazingly in the last couple years, so I'm going to go get one of my trays and lots of little old, I keep my pony packs and my little pots that I buy my starts in, and I'm going to be sitting out here and we're going to dig up marigolds and we're going to repot them. And I got to get this cleaned up and all my soaker hoses laid out into my beds here. I also this morning, probably a little too soon because I haven't dug up the little trees yet, I planted a couple of sugar baby watermelons. I've never really had a lot of luck with watermelons. They always seem to develop problems, but I thought, well, you know, we will try again this year to see if we can get watermelons. Last year my plants did really well, but I got voles in the bed and they literally chewed up my ripening watermelons. They were about the size of baseballs and were starting to get big, and then I came out here and found they'd all been chewed up by voles. So that was no-go. Last year would have been really good for watermelons because it was a very hot, dry summer. This year, a little more humidity, so I don't know how the watermelons are going to do, but we'll see. But first, I need to go and get all my pots, my shovels, get these trees in pots. They're going to be planted out back somewhere once I get that mowed, and I'm going to work on that today. I've got a lot of yard work to do, and so time to get to it. Today is a beautiful day, just beautiful. Got the sprinklers are going out into the fields. Oh, and the sky is just a combination of puffy white clouds and blue sky, and it's just beautiful this morning. So, also wanted to show you before I get started, my June roses are starting to bloom. These old-fashioned hedge roses that I have in my yard. This is one of them by the west entrance of my driveway. And they only bloom in June. You can see the buds are just getting huge, but I got home from work last night and found this beautiful, beautiful blossom. They are just so pretty. And when they're in full bloom, they are just gorgeous cascades of yellow color. This one, yes, has a lot of dead stuff in it that I did not get out last fall, and I'll work on it this spring. It also makes it easier to mow under if I don't have all those dead branches. But it's getting ready to bloom too. Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff 2 years ago we had a bad windstorm and the power pole, this is actually a new power pole, the power pole broke in half, and all those big things fell right on top of this rose bush and on top of that lilac, which used to be perfectly round. I mean, it was perfect. And now it's not. It really smashed it on the inside here. And then they had to dig out all the oily stuff from the ground. And it just, it's putting out some new branches, but it's no longer perfectly round bush, unfortunately. But at least I'm getting some new growth coming up from the middle here, where it was just really, they had to dig all this out because they have to get all that oil stuff that's in those big tanks up there out. But you can still see it really smashed this bush, and there's some broken stuff way down in there. But yep, that's what we got. So but yeah, I just wanted to show you. And look, I've got a collection of buds here. Aren't those so beautiful? They are so beautiful, and they smell heavenly. I just love my hedge roses, even if I have to work hard to keep them under control, because they will literally take over your yard. So beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna stand here and smell my lilacs for a minute. All right, well, I'll get to work and I'll get back at you guys later after we've transplanted some marigolds. Well, I've got my little pots that I could find. Apparently I've been giving away way too many pots with starts in it, and I'm running short. So it's a good thing I'm planning to go later today to the nurseries and getting my vegetable starts, because I'm going to need some more of these for marigolds. But as you can see, I've already got a little marigold. This one I picked up, pulled out of the cracks. I'm going to try to see if I can get a couple more here to come up. There, I got the entire root, as you can see. So I just going to make a little hole. I'm going to stick it down inside there and just kind of, it's easier to do this one with two hands. And I'll just kind of pat the dirt around them, and then I'm going to water them really good. They might look droopy for about a day, but then they will really pick up and take off. So when they're this young, you can actually just do this, and that's why I just try to make sure I get as much of the root ball as I can, like this one's. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a really good root system. So we're just going to stick it in here. When they're really young like this, you can just transplant them like this. They're just barely sprouting. And I've got quite a few in here that I'm going to do, and we will come back when I've got these all full of marigolds. Okay, well, I have got marigold starts in all my pots, and I'm going to be taking them now and putting them in my greenhouse, giving them a good water and a good drink so they can get over their transplant shock a little quicker. Being as they're so tiny, they will actually recover pretty fast. I even got some really tiny starts there, but they were all in this area here that I was clearing out so I can put a tomato plant in there. I'm gonna go to nursery today and look for tomato plants. I've got one tiny tomato plant and a good sized bushy tomato plant, but I'm planning on 6 tomato plants, and so I need more. So Yeah, I got that area cleared off. Yes, I have lots more to transplant there. This bed is full of them. Okay, I got the... Oh, let's go back over to the greenhouse. Gotta go back over here. Let's see. I got the starts in the greenhouse. Gave them all a little drink of water. And they're so young, they shouldn't even get droopy at all. They should actually just start taking off and growing big in here. And then I'll transplant them, or sell them, or give them away. My mother, she likes to put stuff in her. I gotta remember to hold this up better. But I got the soaker hoses out, put them in my wagon for right now. I'm gonna go get my little broom. Oh, yeah, look at my shadow. Woohoo, me and my shadow. Okay. Let's stop goofing off. Anyways, yep, and I'm going to sweep this out. And let's get this all looking so much better. And I brought in my one tomato. Of the tomatoes my daughter gave me, this is the one that's surviving, and it actually looks like it's going to live. I mean, it had a lot of stuff that died off, but it actually seems to be perking up. I think it's going to live and produce some. It's supposed to have a it's supposed to be a beefsteak variety. So I'm going to find a good place in the tomato patch to put it, and we'll get it potted too. Check back with you later. Okay, I got two little sapling trees in pots. We will be taking them over, putting them in the raised beds. I mean, not in the raised beds, in the greenhouse for right now. But meanwhile, I got two sad little watermelon plants. I did give them a big drink of water, but it's going to take them a while before they start feeling happy out here. Yeah, they're just really feeling a little picked on because I took them out of their little pots where they were really starting to get pretty root bound. But in the long run, they'll be a lot happier out here. And I got my tomato that my daughter gave me. It's in here, the first of the tomatoes in the tomato row. So, well, I got one. Now I just need to get me 5 more tomato plants to put in here. Good Sunday morning, everyone. Well, yesterday I went with my mother and we got some plants. She bought me some bedding plants. I've got 5 more tomatoes here. I've got a dozen sweet pea. I've got my zucchinis and my straight neck squash. I also got some seeds for yellow zucchini. So everybody was out of the yellow zucchini. But I've got some seeds, and for the 2 tires that don't have any pumpkin starts, I went and bought pumpkin starts. And I got a little tiny tomato start that was coming up in one of my big pots that I needed for my baby trees. And as you notice, all the marigold starts are doing so well. Look how nice and perky they are. But this will probably be in the middle. Well, I'll tag it on to the end of my video. So I'm making a video of everything I did yesterday. And most of it I filmed yesterday on Saturday. And I'm out here. We got a little rain. You can hear the rain. I came out here because I really wanted to show you guys all the plants I got, the tomatoes I got. This one is called Great White Tomato. That should be interesting. This one here is a sun sugar. I love my little sun sugars. They are so sweet. This one is an early girl. I like early girls. This one is called Sunny Boy. So we'll see. And this one is one of my favorites. It's a Cherokee Purple. Awesome. So that's what I got in the tomatoes. I actually like the straight neck better than the crook neck, but I really wanted some yellow zucchini, but nobody had yellow zucchini starts. I mean, it was pretty slim pickings at the nurseries yesterday. We were pretty lucky. We had to hunt and hunt and hunt before we could even find starts from the lemon cucumbers my mom wants to grow. I told her we really need to save seeds this year and start our own seeds next year. So we're going to really be working on that, saving seeds. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to go back in the house. I've got to water. Some of these little baby marigolds are starting to look dry and thirsty. So I need to go get some water for them. And my trees are looking pretty happy in their pots. No drippy leaves or nothing. So we will hopefully find a place out back. I want to start planting trees in my back lot out there, but I got to get it mowed and leveled so I can run hoses out there. Well, this has been 3 minutes and it is raining outside. It's a nice rainy day. We literally only had about a 25% chance of rain for Monday, and it was saying 0% chance of rain on Sunday. But here it is. It's Sunday morning, around 10:30 in the morning, and it is raining. So awesome, because I was thinking I was going to have to get the sprinklers out and water my lawn again, because as you notice, my lawn is not looking as pristine green as it should be. It's a little yellowing. 3 days of 80-degree weather and sunshine, and I wasn't here. I was with my sisters at Bear Lake. We get together every year and have fun. So my lawn didn't get watered, and you can see right out here in this area definitely needs a good watering. So I'm hoping we get enough rain to really soak down the grass there. And yes, ignore my rose bed. I'm getting to my rose beds as quick as I can. Right now, the most important one is to get the one that borders my property and my neighbor's property. You know, I do try to keep my property line up front looking nice, because their yard looks so nice. They keep their yard looking so nice. And then there's my weedy, overgrown rose bed right next to it, their front yard, which probably looks not so nice. So I'm working on that one first. The rose bed in the back, well, that one can wait, because people passing by in their cars do not see that one. Just you guys get that. All right, well, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And I will see you on the next video.